Hello traders, we're going to look at the Euro USD and a 61 tick chart for about a few days worth of entries. I'm going to start here at just the beginning of where our ribbons start, and I'm just going to move forward real slow and show you our entries. You'll notice right away some of our best entries are made when our green RSI has divergence. That's not always the case with the ES and some of the other charts, but on the Euro, it definitely seems to be a good spot to make trades, and definitely add divergence into each one of your trades. It's not always going to be the case, but if you can spot divergence, it's going to be a more practical and better entry. As you know, if you trade the Euro always seems to find a way to keep sneaking down to lower lows or higher highs, so keep that in mind. Okay, so let's look at some of our trades here. So we'll go back to the beginning here on the Euro and look at our rule set. Now, on our other indicators and the other charts we require the RSI to come, the purple RSI to come into the 10 area. Then while it is in the 10 area, we require pullbacks of the green RSI into the 10 area. Those are the first two requirements of those charts. The third is to get a blue or a yellow bar or a combination. Now, with the Euro, we don't require that the purple RSI hits the 10s. But what you do want to do is you want to trade with it at least very, very close to the 10s. We all know the Euro is very unpredictable. It can wash out for a complete day, run downhill for a complete day, and that it goes a little deeper or a little higher or lower than we expect most of the time. If you can add the one extra element of divergence into the trade and you can spot the divergence, that those are much better entries. I'm going to go through here real quick instead of looking at every one. Let's just go to the ones that have divergence. Even though I don't have this marked, if you watch this green bar here in the price, and you watch the green here in the price, what you have is that line and this line. So it doesn't jump out as divergence, but it certainly is diverging. You've got lower prices and RSI just coming to a halt. We could look at this as well. This green RSI ribbon is set up to catch a lot of trades for divergence. So here's another one here, pretty much just almost flat and a total different set of divergences there. Here's some coming in here. Higher highs, more divergence. Right across here. Let's see. You could say that's quite a bit of divergence there. Let's keep moving. These are this entry is not marked, even though we're getting a color here to go. I didn't mark it because we didn't have the RSI down into the 10 area. I almost felt that we could have seen lower lows here, maybe down into here even. Now here we do have, zoom in a little bit. So we've got the RSI coming into the zone, and we've got gray bars there, still waiting, and we have a yellow, we have a couple more grays. Then the real signal is right in here, the yellow going into blue. Okay, this is another trade here, signal at lows. I mark this one. Now the one thing I want to take into consideration is that if you are not qualifying your trades with the blue bar, if you're not using a blue bar, see, this disqualified the trade because we weren't getting a blue bar. Here's another area. That if you were just, let's look what we have on the screen here. About in this area. Okay, this trade as well had divergence here. But this entire run here, this run before this pullback, we did catch the lows with the RSI, the purple RSI, under 10. Okay, so the best area to take that trade was in under the 10 for the purple RSI. Let's look at this second wave. Even though we took these trades here based on divergence, and we took this trade based on a pullback, it's not much of a lower low. We do have to have, you should be taking these trades on lower lows, okay? That's a key element here. This is a trade here that could have been taken, and this is nice divergence here. So here's an example of the purple RSI being in the 10s, and that's where the best trade is prior to a bounce. We're waiting for it again here. Right at this point, it gets in here, And now we're just looking for the green RSI to come in to play. One of them comes into here, but it is not a lower low yet. It's not a lower low, that's why this was not taken and wrapped up as a trade. Okay, but we do have some divergence here and a signal in here, and that is our signal to go long. If you want to look for yellows, confirm with a blue. That is the entry. That blue bar is the entry there. Let's move down here again. You can see this was a long period of time in which we were just going further and further down here. But the nice thing is here, so many of these trades, this trade was taken with the purple RSI into the 10 area. That was a good trade. We also have divergence on the green. We waited for the RSI to get in here on this trade as well. Let me zoom into that one more click. So in here, we're picking up 2 more trades, and we have divergence. So this is an optimum trade here, as well as this. There's also divergence between this price and this low right here. Very nice trade there. RSI comes down real low again. RSI comes down real low here, and we find green divergence here as well. Okay. I've got this entry marked because of the divergence here. Price is almost exactly the same across this level, and we have stronger RSI here on the green. You're getting the same thing here. There's a price there, a lower price right in there, and we've got divergence, and we have one more tick down and even a stronger RSI. So something was going to bounce here. So these two are entries on divergence as well. Okay, price is coming back into the 10s. This is a pullback entry to expect an uptrend. There's one here. It does have a yellow bar in it. It doesn't have a blue confirmation though. So if you could have traded that as well. It's right at the edge of the Keltner channel, so odds are pretty good it's gonna be worth something. I'm going to pull up this one and be specific. One of the reasons, this is a trade, but I double circled it because it's a trade I don't like. Let me go back to it. In general, because it's so far away from the edge of the Keltner channel. It's, in my book, it's a little risky. I like trades that are definitely have breached down into here, and this is a good trade too. Is like there's no test once it broke out of the Keltner channel. Once it's breaking through here, it just kind of just falls out completely. This is a good area that needs to be tested. So when you see these, you can kind of assume that we're going to go back up into this area somewhere fairly quick. So again, don't really like that kind of trade because it's kind of floating in the middle of nowhere. So If you get in on that trade, you're really going to have to risk, as opposed to being down in here maybe and only having to risk, this much in here for a stop. Getting in up here at this level, you're putting your stop down in here, and that's a difficult little trade to handle there, risk-wise. So that's why I didn't mark that. Okay, so here's a pullback trade as well. Got a yellow and a blue bar coming out of the 10s. Here's another lower low. We want to make sure we're looking at lower lows and trades coming in from out of the 10s there. Here's one as well. Here's a pullback trade. This has some divergence on it. Here's another entry for the same reasons. Price is stabilizing above, about in the center of the Keltner channel. So we do have divergence here, but it's a little riskier trade. So we had a real strong market there. You'd almost expect it to come down into here somewhere, right in here. That's where I would be looking to see a next trade, but it almost wasn't even a complete ABC pattern here. So we'll move forward. You can see a few other trades here, but not quite clear what it was about to do at that time. We'd already moved back up into the center of the channel here, so maybe coming down into this level would have felt a lot better to take that trade. Here we have some divergence, and we were right on the Keltner channel, so that's probably a pretty good trade to take that, even if it only got you maybe up here. It's a pretty good pullback trade. Alright, I'm going to look at a few more. There's one here, complete divergence, real quick little divergent pattern there. And you're getting some signals up into here as well. This is one I just would have stayed away from. Especially this one here. If you got a blue bar and you're that far above the Keltner channel already, yeah, you definitely want to feel like you're starting somewhere down in this area when you get on board a trade. Anywhere up in the center of the Keltner channel doesn't quite feel comfortable in my trading. So here's some good ones. Right on the edge of the Keltner channel here, we have divergence here as well, just don't have it marked. This one also has divergence, so there are a lot of divergence trades here, and they're just real beneficial to catch. This is one here as well. Low, lower low, and you've got a flat green RSI here, and both of them are in the 10s. So, and being on the end of a Keltner channel here, we're going to be looking for a little bounce there, and you get a signal. So the euro is not that hard to trade. Again, here's the purple RSI coming in here, and you're getting very, very close. That's why I don't want to say, well, you have to be in here and wait for the green to come back into the 10s as well, because here you go, you're too late. You missed that entire move. Here's a pullback entry, but no clear signal. Okay, so keep rolling here. So we get this purple RSI very, very close to the tens in here. It finally drops in here, and again, you're not seeing these areas here with the signal. What you're seeing more is divergence. So look for divergent patterns. So anyways, that's just a whole lot of trades to look at there. So I figured that was plenty for tonight. For this big downtrend here, and you can still see, even though it feels a little unusual to possibly be trading the other direction, you can see if you're going by our rules that it can be still profitable. Let's look here too. You know, both of these trades, no blue bars, so if you're trading on you know, your requirement that you have blue bars as confirmations, and you might be avoiding a couple of those bad trades we had right there. You know, in general, it's a good idea to have some extra confirmation. Okay. So let's look at these again real quick before we let go here. See, all these trades here were taken at good levels. All fairly safe trades to make money on. One that was good. That was a little early, but I wanted to circle it because it does meet our rules. So I circled that one there. Here's another one. And that's basically the end. Thanks for watching our video. We'd love to have you subscribe for a month and just try out the service and see if we can get you in some good trades. All right? Thank you.